Hello, 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 and hello. Hey, fam. Hey, forgiveness, fam. I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to get on in here because, I've been in a different place, in a different space. And I just want people to come on back in because I'm back. You want the highlight? Y'all get on in here because I am here. I am here. Let me update y'all about what's going on with the girl. I'm going to cut this phone off so I won't have such a bad delay. Come back. Y'all like, tag, and share when you come on in here. Like, tag, and share when you get on in here. I know it's been a minute. What has it been? About a month? Close my door. Listen, when you come on in here, I need for you to tag about 5 people. You need to tag about 5 people so that we can chit chat and we can talk and we can work through some things. Y'all say, hey, tell me where you are. I have my tea. I have my trusty tea. It is tumbler made by my good friend Shannon. Shannon Cobra Combs. She is the cupbearer. She is um, the originator of It's So Sweet, the podcast, and Your Royal Flyness Honey. Y'all say hey so I can know who's here. Listen, I have been doing some things. I have been doing some things. If you've been watching my page, you've been seeing it. So, I am Karen Booth. I am the baggage handler. And I am called to help you handle your baggage, right? And so I went away. I did not take a vacation. I went on a mission trip. I went on a mission trip and we ended up like it was an accident. We went to London and then we did a day trip over to Paris by jet. And then we did some mindset training. And then we went out on the streets of London to talk to people about confidence and mindset. And it was so interesting to me that I met several people whose mindset was actually where it needed to be. Like, like confidence was not an issue with the ones that I met. The people that I met were like, nope, I came out the womb confident. Just poop came out like that. And they were teaching their children the same confident, like they and both of them had daughters. And so they were teaching their children to be confident, to have a healthy identity, to know themselves well enough that they can trust themselves without having to listen to the voices externally that may be speaking over them and not necessarily speaking the right thing. So that is where I have been. That trip opened my eyes up a great deal to the true limitlessness of God. I see I got three of y'all on here, but I don't see who you are. Now say hey so I can say hey back. And so it opened my eyes to the true limitlessness of God, to his power. It opened my eyes to it grew my faith because I was able to accomplish some things that I know I ain't have nothing to do with. I know that it was not me at all. That it was truly the will of God for me to be where I was when I was, and Him that made the way for me to be there. Right. So for those of you who were generous enough or gracious enough and were led to donate to that cause, let me publicly say thank you. And let me let you know that you will be getting your private thank yous, your personal thank yous this week. Now I don't have spring break, but that is my plan is to get my thank yous out to everyone who made it possible for me to go on this trip out this week. And so I have been diligently working on some things since I have been back. I'm not finished. It's not perfect. But guess what? I'm gonna put that there anyway. Watch what I tell you. I'm starting today. So let's talk. Let's talk about a recap of some of the things that I was talking about before I left. Okay, so where we're talking about how unforgiveness impacts the soul, right? The soul, the mind, the will, the emotions, the intellect, and the imagination. Mind, will, emotion, intellect, and imagination. And we were talking about how unforgiveness puts you in fight or flight. Your soul, your nervous system is designed to protect you. So there are some actual real time things that happen when you are in a state of unforgiveness towards whether it's towards your spouse, your mate, boyfriend, girlfriend, mama, daddy, sister, brother, church, job, whoever, doctor, whoever, right? And so the truth about the first part of the soul, which is the mind, the truth about the mind is that the mind seeks closure. The mind seeks closure to the situation. Unforgiveness keeps it searching for closure, right? The mind's role is it keeps thoughts going, it replays the situation, it keeps an internal dialogue going. Why? What happened? What could I have done? Blah, blah, blah. It keeps all of that stuff going, right? Unforgiveness, the mind is designed to create order in your life because your whole nervous system just wants you to be safe. Safe often means familiar as opposed to actual safety because actual safety will require you to make a decision. Actual safety requires you to make a decision to forgive and then let God work out the rest. So, what unforgiveness does is it will replay conversations, it will rewrite outcomes, it continues to search for resolution. So, your mind is not attacking you, it is trying to finish something, it's trying to put you in a state of resolve, right? So, The impact of it is you have mental fatigue. You have, hey, Michelle, I'm glad to see you again. It puts you in a state of mental fatigue. You overthink things and you don't have peace, right? And who wants to live in a place of not having peace? Because once you have peace, I promise you, once you have peace, once you make the choice to forgive, once you open yourself up to letting God resolve the situation, and once you have actual peace inside, because that's what people call it, peace inside, and that's peace in your soul, you about won't let nobody steal it again. Okay? What if your mind doesn't need any more answers and you give it permission to stop searching, right? And so that's what the decision to forgive does. That is what I try to help you facilitate. And so that's just that's just one of the things that we talked about before I left, how the mind deals with unforgiveness. And so what I try to help people do is try to help you identify what your mind is still trying to hold together. That is correct, Michelle. That is correct. What I do is help you identify what your mind is still trying to hold together, what it is trying to find the answer to. And forgiveness is how you release it. And I help you facilitate that thing, that forgiveness thing, right? And so what I'll do is I'll do some rebroadcasts of what I've talked about before, because of course I have the videos. And so I will rebroadcast those things because what I've been doing over the past, I think it's been 8 months. I started back in June of last year. I started back in June of last year, just sharing the information about forgiveness, and I hope to help people resolve those things because I had to resolve the things, right? I had to forgive some family members, and I had to forgive a job that didn't promote me, and I had to forgive, people that had wronged me. And on the other side of forgiveness, I saw how it impacted my confidence. I saw how holding on to those things impacted my ability to decide, ability to choose, and all those things. And so this is what I, you know, doing talking about this is something that I I love. Why? Because I love helping people reach their place of peace and healing. And that's what I do. I'm a forgiveness and confidence coach. And so what I am doing for the next 8 days till the end of the month, today is the 23rd, for the next 8 days. And this is what I've been working on this weekend. I didn't get all the way finished, getting the links and everything set up. And so, what I am offering for the next 8 days is a 45-minute one on one coaching session for $30. 45 minutes for $30. We can talk one on one. Oh, Michelle, I'm here for you. We can talk one on one about what perhaps is holding you back. Because I know oftentimes I offer classes, I talk here online publicly. Oftentimes people want to be able to talk privately. And that's what I'm about to start offering is the opportunity to work with me privately. And so for the next 8 days, we're doing Spring Forward. You sprung forward, what, 2 weeks ago? Time changed 2 weeks ago. You sprung forward then, but did your life spring forward or did time spring forward without you? Because everybody gets excited about the new year. That's correct. One on one session, 45 minutes for $30. Now, your girl is a little challenged when it comes to creating links. Now, it's going to get created. It's almost created. I have done 3 out of the 4 steps to get it created in my Square account. However, it is not created yet. So what I will need you to do is that if you want to take advantage of the one-on-one 45-minute session for $30 during this next 8-day special, then I need for you to type me in the comments. Type me in the comments so that I can reach back out to you um, in your inbox. Type me in the comments because we're going to get these sessions scheduled. We're going to get you situated. We're going to get you on the path of springing forward to freedom through forgiveness. And we're going to talk about how unforgiveness is impacting you. We're going to let you talk about what they did. We're going to let you talk about how it has been holding you back. We're going to let you do all of that. And then we're going to start you on the path of processing it out because there are things in life that you need to do. There are things in life that you need to get done. There's things in life that you want to do that you're probably sitting going, I don't know why I can't do this. I don't know why. I just sit there and I don't know why. Hey, Michael Turner, how are you? I hope you are doing well. And thank God I was able to help you. I really, that really makes me happy. And so, what I want to do is, first of all, I want to ask everybody that's on here to tag 2 people that they think might need some help. And second of all, I just want you to, if you want to take advantage of this special, type me in the comments. And what I will do is I will reach out to you because look, the Square system is not going to beat me. I'm going to get this link set up. And I'm going to send you the link for you to schedule your time. In the meanwhile, I'll continue to come here live every day at 4:30 to talk to you about freedom through forgiveness and how unforgiveness will impact you. I got a flyer and everything. I have not yet figured out how to put this flyer on the StreamYard, but it's going to be pinned to the top of my page so that you can look, see how how unforgiveness keeps you stuck, how unforgiveness damages your confidence, how unforgiveness impacts your body. All of these things, all of these things, you would be surprised at how much unforgiveness impacts your personal health, your mental health, your personal choices, and that your attitude towards people who are around you. Like you think that you're not bothering anybody else by being stuck and holding a grudge, because that's what unforgiveness is y'all holding a grudge because you done said I ain't gonna never forgive them. I wish you would not do that. I wish you would not do that. Okay, because you're hurting you way more than you're hurting the other person. You're hurting you way more than you're hurting the other person. And you're giving the other person power and control over you and your feelings and your future. If I was still in unforgiveness, I would never be doing this right now. I would not be on Zuck's Facebook. I would not be out here on Beyonce's internet doing none of this. I would be out here hiding behind a wall somewhere doing something where can't nobody see me. And I'm not doing this to be seen. But in order to do this, I have to be seen and I have to be heard. And so I am now opening my schedule up to do one-on-one sessions about what I teach. As we have said before, Michelle, it is like drinking poison, expecting the other person to die. You think you're hurting them, and they don't care. They don't care that you have not forgiven them. Because why? Because they didn't care when they did whatever they did. Now, that might not be true for everybody's situation, but if somebody has done something to you and you weeks into this, and I will, Michael, I certainly will, and they have not come to you, their consciences did not prick them to come to you and say, I think I did something that may have hurt you, then they don't. So you need to take care of you. You need to take care of you. and you need to make the decision to help yourself. I have written a book. Oh, I know I should have had my book. I have written a book, a 30-day guided journal on how to walk through unforgiveness to confidence. I'll show that to y'all tomorrow. One surprise at the fan. Um, but seriously, I am offering this as an opening, an introductory thing to my coaching services, my one-on-one coaching services. Yes, I will still offer classes, sure will, but now I'm offering classes and one-on-one sessions. So let's get on this spring forward train, okay? Let's spring forward in our life. Let's drop the weight of what you've been carrying and spring forward in your life. It's still early. It's still early in the new year. We are almost finished with the first quarter, and you have made a resolution that this was going to be your year. Well, it doesn't magically happen without your participation. So you've got to participate in your own rescue. And your own rescue may include forgiving someone who hurt you. And it can be a family member, a friend, it can be an old hurt or a new hurt. But hey, Melissa, how are you? It can be an old hurt, it can be a new hurt. But whatever the hurt is and whenever the hurt happens, if you are still holding on to it, no matter no matter how horrible it was, I done had to forgive some horrible stuff. Okay? And it to make the decision was not easy. It was not. And I thought I was being a doormat, and I thought this is crazy, and I thought why should I forgive them, and I thought they don't deserve it, and all of the things that make you work your neck like this. I did think it. I did, and I did. And in the end, I love God because He's so patient. He's so long suffering with us. He is so long suffering with us. I love God because He would not let me live life not forgiving the people who did the wrong things to me. He would not let me live without. He just wouldn't let me go on not forgiving them. Not like it wasn't like He came to me and said, "Okay, Karen, if you don't forgive them, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make the earth swallow you up," and nothing like that. But He would not let me not forgive them because He had some more stuff that He wanted me to do like this, and I wouldn't be able to do it and speak from not just a place of intellectual authority, but a place of having lived through it authority. I can speak on this because I've done it. I can speak on it because I've lived it. I can speak on it because I've had those moments where I wanted to paint the walls black because of what they did. and but then I've also now had the moments of I just said the words, okay, God, I forgive them, and gave God that little bitty piece of edge. And how many of y'all know He only needs a little bitty piece of edge? He only needs a little bitty piece of edge to come in and do what He needs to do and take you through the processes and letting you see how your life has changed, how your life will change and does change because you made the decision to follow the commandment that God issued for us to be forgiven. It's in Matthew, it's in Ephesians, it's all through the Bible. Because God's commandments is anything He tells us to do. God's commandments ain't just the 10. And He says, if you love me, you'll keep my commandments. And so one of them that He tells us to do is to forgive. Because we stay asking God to forgive us for this crazy mess that we do. Turn my light. We stay asking Him to forgive us for the crazy mess that we think, say, and do. And if we think that we are entitled to the forgiveness that He has for us, then the people that hurt us, as much as we think they're not, are entitled to our forgiveness so that we can be free. Okay, y'all? So I want you to think uh, seriously. But don't think long because you think wrong. Think long, you think wrong usually. I want you to think seriously about putting me, it's just two letters, M-E, putting me in the comments so that we can get your time scheduled so that you can spring forward in life. Check my flyer out. I promise you I'm gonna get this link done. Get this link done because as soon as you click the link, you can schedule your time and send the $30 and it's done and you're on my calendar and boom, we can talk. We can talk about it. Okay? That's what I came on here to say. I wish I had my special effects, but you'll see the flyer on my page and you will see the link this evening. Because I'm not gonna let it look, I'm not gonna let it beat me. And I can tell you from a point of knowledge that there was a point in time when if I had tried for 2 hours and some days, 2 hours today and some more days to get the link set up, I'm probably it's probably easier than what I'm making it, but here I am. Uh, because I'm trying to get it set up within the system that I already have set up. And so I can tell you there have been many days that I would have just thrown my computer down and went on. But because my confidence has been built because I've forgiven, then I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna go get me something to drink, my tea, my mint and peach tea mix. I'm gonna get me something to drink and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna figure it out and it's gonna be set up. So that is it for today. Remember that your mind, which is a part of your soul, will always continue to search for answers and closure, and unforgiveness keeps it from getting to that space. So that is how unforgiveness impacts your mind. Tomorrow we'll talk about how it impacts your will, and I will remind you of the 45 minutes, $30 special tomorrow. Okay? And then by then, I will have figured out how to put a picture up on this on StreamYard. So y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Share this video, like the video, tag your friends, and put me in the comments if you are really pretty sure that you want to at least talk to me for 45 minutes about how to get this unforgiveness about your life up out of your life. Okay? All right. See y'all tomorrow. Bye.